Welcome to part 3 of decluttering my entire house. If you watched part 1 and part 2, you know how this goes. I've been going from the top of my house to the bottom and decluttering as many things as I possibly can. In each video, since this is part 3, I've been trying to declutter 100 items, and now we're going to try and get all the way to 300 items. So we've done our upstairs, the main floor, and now today we're starting in the basement, and hopefully I can get 100. If I can't, then I might have to go back up and find more, but I think we can do it, so let's jump right into it. Going through those first few drawers there in cabinets, I found a few things I am going to take upstairs with me. Some napkins from our son Owen's first birthday party that say Winter Wonderland. So I'm not going to use these for another event because they're very theme specific, but we can use them at home for dinner in place of our regular napkins and make use of them. I found a pan that I just keep like some backstock stuff down here. A lot of extra kitchen things, some stuff we use for grilling that we just don't use as often and don't have space for in the kitchen. But I also get a lot of things sent to me, and this was a pan that I got sent to me. It looks like a really nice pan and I'm excited to use it, and I needed to replace one of my pans, so I'm going to do that. And then this olive oil bottle is so pretty. Also had this sent to me, and I'm thinking I'm going to fill it up and leave it out on my countertop with olive oil because I use it so often. So those don't count, not decluttering those things, but the things I'm decluttering, I am getting rid of a couple accessories for opening alcohol containers, wine bottles, beer bottles, all of that stuff. This one I think just takes off the little plastic part around a wine bottle. And this one opens up a bottle, but we have multiple others. A Ziploc bag that I don't need. So that's 3. And then I am getting rid of some napkin rings that I've had for I can't even tell you how many years and have never ever used them, not once. So that's 6 of these. And then I am getting rid of these 2 serving spoons and tongs, and just not really my style. So I'm gonna get rid of those. And then this was also sent to me, again, not my style, a little too farmhousey for me. It's like a little cheese board thing that I am going to donate. So out of the things that were in the upper cabinets, I am going to get rid of some shot glasses. There are 7 of these, and they look like little mason jars, which is not really my style anymore. I keep saying that, but they say shots on them. They're very gimmicky. I'm pretty sure they were from Urban Outfitters. I got them when I was in college, and I know my husband hates them, so I'm going to part with them. We're not having any crazy parties here. We have a couple of shot glasses that I kept, some really nice decorative ones, and then some that are a little bit more accurate at measuring shots, because I don't think these are exact. Another mason jar. I had 5 of these, and so I'm keeping a set of 4 of them. Probably don't need any of them, but at least I'm decluttering one. And then a vase that I'm assuming was sent to me when I got a bouquet of flowers at some point, which sometimes I do keep them, but this one looks pretty cheap, so I am going to part ways with this one. In that last drawer, I was able to get rid of quite a lot. This is mostly baby stuff for really young, like 6-month-old, when kids are first being introduced to solid foods. I've brought a lot of that stuff from upstairs downstairs because we have more of a toddler now and he's not using a lot of these things. But in retrospect, after going through that phase, I'm still gonna get rid of stuff. We are obviously, if you can tell, having another baby, and I didn't use a lot of this with him, so I'm not gonna use it with the new baby. A couple of things, these little cloth bibs, I never once used this. We use the silicone ones that you can rinse off or put in the dishwasher. A couple of cleaning tools. I have so many of these. There were even duplicates in there that I can get rid of. We didn't go the sippy cup route. We did open cups and straw cups. So these Nook bottles I never once used. So these have never been used. Can probably give them to a friend or something. And then a couple of tops to straw cups that I have that can turn them into sippy cups, which I don't want to do. And then, let's see, 4 of these little tops for reusable pouches that I purchased. I already have extras upstairs, so I don't need even more extras. These cute little boo-boo bunnies that I made as a little craft. I'm just gonna get rid of these. And then I am going to get rid of one of these steam cleaners for pacifiers. I'm gonna get some new pacifiers, so I will probably have new ones of these that come with it, and then some instructions for a sterilizer bag that I know how to use and don't need instructions for. Okay, so out of the games that we have, this is the only one I'm gonna get rid of. It is Taboo After Dark, and I'm probably just not going to play this one anymore. I feel like it was fun when I was in college, but I'm probably over it, so I'm going to count this as 1. In that large unit there, I was able to get rid of a few things. Some streamers from the gift area. I don't know why I have these, but even if I have something coming up with these 2 colors, I can't envision myself using streamers to decorate. So I'm just gonna get rid of these 2 things. Try not to make a huge mess. I have a few organizers I'm gonna get rid of. Part of one organizer that I just don't use. And then 2 other organizers, trying to lift them, that have a lot of parts. And if you've seen my other videos, like sometimes I count all the individual parts of something, but I'm just gonna count those 2 organizers as 2 in total. And they are organizers that have dividers for like pot lids and things like that. But I have now invested in some built-in solutions. They are really great organizers if you are living in like a temporary space. I loved them for my apartments, for bakeware, I do have one still upstairs that I use for Tupperware lids, but I already have that, so I don't need these ones. And then I am going to get rid of 2 pillow inserts. I know what this one came with, and they sent me 2 of them for some reason, and I didn't need 2. And then this one, I have no idea what it went to. I found 2 pillow covers that I really like. We're getting 2 new chairs, but neither of these pillows fit into those pillow covers, so I might have to get different pillows, but they're so big and bulky. I don't really want to hold on to them, so I'm going to toss these. I'm pretty sure they were both free or an accident. I think this one might have been sent to me in the past, but there are a few more items. Oh yeah, and 3 little gift bags. You'll see I was using one of them for a craft at some point. They are so old. I'm pretty sure they were from when I coached figure skating a really long time ago, and they're just really low quality, and I am gonna get rid of them. For those toy cabinets, I went through them not that long ago, and I don't want to focus too much on toys, but I'm going to get rid of this sign I made from Owen's birthday. I am going to take just one more photo of it. I have lots of photos from the event, but it just says all the things that he likes to do when he turned 1, his height and weight, what he could do, how many teeth he had, favorite foods, all that stuff. So really cute memory, but I don't need the giant poster of it. And then I'm going to get rid of this plastic golf bag. I got a new one for Owen with some new golf clubs. I'm gonna keep the golf clubs and golf balls that came with this, but we're having another boy, and I'm going to get rid of this pink one. It's also broken. It was a hand-me-down toy, so now that I got the boys a new updated one that's not broken, I am going to keep that one and get rid of this one. So in the gym here, I need Jim, my husband, to go through a lot of this because I think there's more that we can probably get rid of here. Actually, I can get rid of this. Yeah, so this is a stretching tool that I used to use when I was a skater, not using it anymore. And then I'm going to get rid of this little like cooling towel that I truly never use. And I have some towels that I bought here just for the gym that I keep here, so I can get rid of these 2 things. Jim just came home, so I got him to pop downstairs for a second and take a quick sweep of anything that he would be involved in that he thought he could get rid of. In the exercise room, he was able to get rid of 2 things. One, this old Adidas drawstring bag that he was using just to store other things that we got rid of because it was already inside a bin anyways. And then a yoga strap. He doesn't know where it's from. He doesn't know what it's for, and I don't use yoga straps. So we can get rid of these 2 things. And then together we decided, I don't know if you saw that I was pausing for a moment above the refrigerator. There are all of these cups, and this is a really great thing just to remember. My parents were getting rid of these cups when I was helping them go through their stuff and do some decluttering. And it's just a good lesson that you don't always want to take stuff just because it's free or you think you might use it, which is what we did in this case. We thought, oh, like maybe we'll have people over and make like big fun blended drinks like margaritas or smoothies for everyone. And I honestly don't see that happening. And when we sit outside at our patio, we use regular glasses. These are so big and bulky, and just to have it for the off chance of using it. And even like as we have kids that get older, having plastic cups might be nice, but these are just huge for small children. So we are going to get rid of them. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cups. So we are going to get rid of all 11 cups. We're in my storage room now, and behind me is where I keep all of the products I sell for sophisticated organization. And I am going to go through and try and get rid of some of the boxes because I just got some new shipments of products in, and try and reorganize this shelf just a little bit and see if I can get rid of boxes, and those will count as things I can declutter. I got rid of only one box, but still these boxes are huge, and got some stuff unpacked. So you'll see there's some stuff still in boxes there, other stuff unpacked, but I'm going to go in the rest of my storage room, go through my decor bins, and then I'm also going to probably start with my bin that I have for instructions and manuals and little parts and things like that. For my winter decor, I am getting rid of a lot of garbage, but I'm still going to count it. For my winter gear, I'm going to get rid of a lot of garbage, but I'm still going to count it as decluttering. I am getting rid of part of this Santa evidence kit. It's like a kit to make little footprints that look like Santa coming into your house. So there was a little bell here that I don't really want, so I'm going to toss that as well as the garbage, and I'll just count that as one. And I kept the stencil and the glitter that comes with it. And then you saw I used some of these reusable bags that I had, and really like keeping my small pieces of decor in there. And I'm going to get rid of these Ziplocs that are just gross and dingy from years and years of use, because I've reused these for years and years. So I'm going to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ziplocs. And then I'm going to count getting rid of this decor, all of these little pine cones, as 6. And then this I loved in my apartment. This is kind of like a theme of decor I've gotten rid of as I've moved from an apartment to a house. When I was in an apartment, I liked things that were smaller and didn't take up as much space. And now being in a larger home, I feel like these types of items just don't take up as much space and therefore look misplaced. This is also kind of more of a farmhouse vibe, which is not my thing, and it just was better in my apartment. And I have been here for 2 winters already. This is going to be my 3rd, and I used it like on the back of a toilet in our guest room, and it didn't really add anything. I think I was just kind of finding a place to put it and didn't enjoy having it out, so I will get rid of this as well. For my fall decor, same thing, not getting rid of as many items as I wish, but getting rid of a fair amount of garbage. So 2 of these Ziploc bags. And then I'm gonna throw away some of these carving books for pumpkins. I kept just the sheets. A few of these books had like 1 or 2 patterns left in them, and they're just getting old and beat up, and they have so many unnecessary pages. They're like from the 90s, from when I was a kid. Yeah, this one's from 1997. They're so old. So they have like mail-in instructions about pumpkin carving contests in the 90s. So I'm just gonna throw these away. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. 2 little pumpkins that I'm going to get rid of, and then 1 tiny little decor sign that says fall on it. I didn't need to show that whole process of going through this bin with the manuals and parts and all of that, but I was able to get rid of a fair amount. I did the papers first, as you may have saw, and got rid of 10 pieces of paper, or 10 manuals or little packets there, which is a fair amount. Some of them are things we don't own anymore, which is a good reason to go through this type of stuff, and other ones are ones that I felt didn't actually have any important information. They were just like a little leaflet that didn't do anything for me as I actually critically read them. And then a few others I felt like I could just get rid of at this point, or knew how to use the product, didn't need anymore, or could rely on the online version. I do like to keep some things in their physical version. I know a lot of different products you can find the manuals online, so I do sometimes off the bat throw away the manual that comes with it and rely on the online version, but other times I like to have the physical copy. And then in terms of the parts storage that I have, I got rid of a lot of garbage here and was able to get rid of 9 little baggies here, or parts that hold things. And since I already have them contained in reusable zipper pouches, I didn't need all of this extra garbage. So 9 pieces of garbage plus the 10 pieces of paper gets us to our goal, and I think that's it. We've passed 300 things at this point. Not every video I just hit the nail on the head with 300, or not every video I hit just exactly 100, so we've passed 300, which is really exciting. And this truly did not take that much work, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, that it was so easy to declutter these many items. But I would just encourage you to do the same thing in your house, your apartment, wherever you might live, and just go room to room, quickly decluttering. You can tell this was not a complete deep clean where I go through absolutely everything and take every item out and reorganize. I did do some reorganizing, but I was just trying to quickly feel a little bit better about my space, get some clutter out of the house, and do a small refresh. So I really enjoyed this 3-part video series. Again, if you haven't seen part 1 and part 2, I will link them in the description box for you. But until next time, I will see you all later.